All right, folks, here we are. It is Larry. Hey, I want to take a couple of minutes because I've been getting a lot of people asking me lately about this difference between prospects and pipeline. But before I do that, I want to kind of give you an update on what's been going on the last few days because it's been an absolute whirlwind lately. You know, the last few days I was out in the Coachella Valley, out in Palm Springs and La Quinta, gave a keynote speech on Monday on leadership, which was pretty powerful. I'm leading up to something here, believe it or not. And then Tuesday I had a meeting out in the desert with my CFO, Robert Rycroft, and we were meeting with a potential business relationship, potential business partner. And this was a meeting that came together very quickly, and in fact, with a matter of about 13 hours. And so the woman that we were meeting with, who's a business owner, she scrambled and she pulled an all-nighter doing tons of research on me and on my hotel company and the stuff that I do. And it was very shocking, surprising, flattering, frankly, that she went online and read a bunch of articles, saw a bunch of videos that I've done, a bunch of the stuff from MSNBC. And two things I want to share with you about that. She did her homework. How often have you had a meeting with someone and you've gone in to sit down and they have no idea who you are, what you're doing there, or how often have you done that to a potential client or partner? Don't do that. Do some research. So I was very impressed with her that she did that. Number two lesson is be careful what's out there online about you. And put lots of great stuff out there because she seemed to have been impressed with what it is that we do as an organization. And so that helped build our credibility. So that was pretty darn awesome. All right. Next thing I want to do is let you know, hey, I want to thank a bunch of people. I'm not going to do it publicly right now, but I've got a couple of books that are coming out really quickly on leadership. And the timing is really good because it has to do a little bit about the political leadership in this country. And so I'm really excited about that. So keep your eyes, peeled, ears tuned in, whatever it is. And now here's where I'm heading here. I'm here at my friend and business partner's house, his home office, Dave Broughton. I think a lot of you guys know him. And we're talking about the upcoming cruise that we've got coming up in April. And we're also talking about content for our upcoming Rocket Your Leadership program. And I'm pretty excited about that. And while we were talking about the whole Rocket Your Leadership platform, and our target market, our ideal client avatar, Dave and I started talking about prospects and pipeline. And the conversation, or that topic, has come up like 3 or 4 times just in the last couple of weeks for me. So I thought, you know what? The universe is trying to tell me something. I need to be talking about this right now. Too often I'll sit down with one of our coaching clients and say, okay, tell me about what's going on in the pipeline. So you know what that means? What business do you have kind of, on the calendar, on the books, coming down the road? And oftentimes what I hear is, tons of stuff. And frankly, it happens in our organization as well. We've got a bunch of salespeople in the hotel company. I've got a vice president of business development. Her responsibility is to go out and find new investors, new hotel projects. And my sense is that a lot of people are confused between the difference between a prospect and somebody that's in your pipeline. And so I want to kind of remind you of this. Words have meaning, okay? To me, when I hear that, hey, I've got somebody in my pipeline, that means that we have built a relationship with these people already. So here's what I want to do very quickly, and we're going to wrap up here in a second. Hey, prospects to me are warm leads, okay? These are somebody, hey, you got referred by somebody. Hey, you need to talk to Dave, or you need to talk to Larry. That might be a great fit for you. Initial meetings, right? Oftentimes people just say, hey, let's just get together for a coffee, or let me come by and do a quick little pitch to you. Well, that also leads to presentations, right? Where somebody comes in and has a full-on slide deck. You don't really have a relationship yet. You're still in the learning and the dating process here. Inquiry calls, and then this is somebody who expressed initial interest. We have lots of prospects, right? All these people are prospects wanting time with us. But you know what? That can be an absolute time suck for us, can it? So to me, how I want to differentiate this is people that are actually in our pipeline. These are people that have already executed an LOI, a letter of intent, or at least we have a memorandum of understanding, or perhaps we have actual commitments from them. It might just be a verbal commitment, okay? But somehow they've said, yes, let's do business together. That actually might lead to a deposit, which is money for us, right? And then contracts. You're going to have fewer people in the pipeline than you have prospects. Now the idea here is this. I don't know whether this should be a filter or a wall or something, right? But there needs to be something that separates our prospects from our pipeline. The idea here is this. We want to get some of these people up over this wall, right? This is what's going to end up being relationships. I don't know if I can write that standing up. Relationships, right? You get the idea here, right? How you move prospects over to the pipeline is building relationships. Relationships, this is where you have, coffee meetings. This is where you go out for drinks. This is where you have dinner. This is where you have brainstorming meetings, right? Because oftentimes, when we don't do this stuff, when we too quickly move people from the prospects to the pipeline, if they come over here too quickly, we don't get a chance to learn about their core values. We don't get a chance to really learn about what their mission is in life. And if there is conflict there, then oftentimes these people end up going down into the trash heap, right? And that ends up this cycle or this kind of, this pit where it just becomes a time suck for us, right? Because we end up managing the relationship, the bad relationship versus managing the business, right? Does that make sense to you? So I really want to make sure, again, words have meaning. So if I say to you, hey, tell me about your pipeline, I'm not talking about all these people. I'm talking about what do we have for letters of intent, MOUs, contracts, commitments, deposits. Because this is stuff that you can actually take to the bank. Once you have this stuff, you can start hiring people, okay? Does that make some sense? Dave, am I catching that? Am I missing something?
You got it. You got it, man.
So, hey, listen. If you've got questions or comments, we're going to go back and we'll look at the comments on the video. We'll answer those here, but I want to wrap this thing up really quickly and just remind you of this. Go to yougozy.com. We've got tons of articles that are on there. If you're interested in the cruise that's coming up in April, and it's going to be awesome, we're leaving New York City, Liberty Harbor, going to Bermuda for a couple of days, going to Boston for a couple of days. The entire cruise is a 7-day cruise. It's going to be awesome. Go to yougozy.com. You can always find stuff about me at larrybroughton.me. And here's where I want you to go too, though. Go to rocketyourleadership.com. We will get you on not our list, but we'll keep you apprised of when we're ready to roll out this really cool learning platform for leaders that's going to help you rocket your leadership. All right, folks, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day.